Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of the F1 1997 mod career. And today this is round 3 and we are at the Argentinian Grand Prix, aka Brands Hatch. And the reason it's Brands Hatch for the Argentinian Grand Prix is because Codemasters obviously never made the Argentinian Grand Prix in their Classic Edition game, so this track instead got replaced by another one from the 2013 game. In this case it is Brands Hatch, and that's the catch, so to speak, about this particular race. But nevertheless, we're here in qualifying, and as you can see, we are on a lap at the moment, and we are half second down on Jacques Villeneuve through the first sector, and we have got a ton of traffic around this track. Because this track is so small and it's only a 1 minute plus couple of seconds lap, the traffic was a real issue. As you can see, I'm just about navigating my way through all the traffic, and this is actually my best lap because I never managed to get another lap in due to traffic, or I was making a mistake. So this was my best lap. I probably could have maybe gone a couple of tenths faster, but as you can see, I'm 1.6 down in the middle sector and I've got no pace at all. And you'll see in a minute now when we cross the line, and we are actually doing a 1 minute 03.7, and that is 2.6 off the pace, and it is very disappointing to see that lap time, but there's nothing I could do. Turns out the AI seemed to be really overpowered in qualifying here, and I just could not match them at all. I tried to do my best lap. I mean, I probably could have got maybe a 0.5 in my best effort maybe, but I just had nothing more to give in terms of pace, and the AI just seemed to be way too fast in qualifying for some strange reason. And I was a bit worried at this point because I thought I might have to go back out and change the difficulty into an easier setting, but I decided to stay on and try and do the race. As you can see in the results, I finished in last place, 2.7 off the pace, and Jacques Villeneuve actually getting to the 1 minute there. Mark Schumacher taking second place from Frentzen in third, and then my teammate Ralf Schumacher in fifth. And yeah, like I said, we're going to stay on with this race even though the AI are incredibly fast, and we're going to see how it goes. So without further ado, let's get into the race. So here we are then, it's race day here at the Argentinian Grand Prix. As you can see, we're going for a pit strategy of option prime, and there's a 23% chance of rain, so there is a chance that the rain could come down at some point in this race, so we're going to have to keep an eye out for that. But nevertheless, we're going to get straight into the race and see how we do.
When life would move slower, we would never grow up. All we knew that love was for when we're older. Anything could happen, secretly imagine. They could never tear us apart, too young to fall. This is our story that we can take back someday. Our lonely glory that we could get back.
So here we are then on the grid for the Argentinian Grand Prix, starting from the back due to a really poor qualifying session, and here we are then revving up to 5 red lights, and we are off here at the Argentinian Grand Prix, and we're going to run it straight into the lean to try and minimise the wheel spin, keep the tyres fresh, and we're going to keep our eye out for any incidents at turn 1 and 2. So we're just going to take it nice and easy, braking really early, and we're just going to follow the pack through here. And as you can see, the AR already starting to brake, and I hit the back of Jarno Trulli there, and I'm boxed in between the Minardis, but I managed to find the gap up the inside and squeeze past a few cars and make my way up to 13th, getting all over that curb there, loads of oversteer on the exit. And now so far we've done 10 positions, and we've got another couple coming up now as we dive up the inside of Berger, Nakano, and maybe a Lazy. No, we don't, sorry, not Nakano, that was Panis actually. We don't get past the Lazy, so we're going to try and stay in the slipstream now down the straight. And I don't know any of the corner names around this track, unfortunately, guys, so I'm just going to have to go by the numbers, I guess. And we're just going to go single file behind Alesi, who I believe is behind Coulthard, I want to say. Now skipping onto lap 2, and we've managed to stay right behind Lazy, and he's had a bit of a poor exit out of turn 3, and we're going to get right close, and we're going to go up the inside of turn 4 there, and we're going to take 9th place, and now we're going to take ourselves 2 World Championship points at the moment. And now we're going to skip further on into the race, skipping onto lap number 3, and now as you can see we're on the back of David Coulthard, who's in the McLaren, and he's chasing someone else. I think it's, I can't see it, I think it's the arrows of Damon Hill, but we are now to hunt David Coulthard and we're approaching turn 2, and we're going to go up the inside, dive it up nice and late, try and get on the brakes nicely, and we make the move stick, and that is us up into 8th place, and we are now going to try and hunt down defending world champion from 1996, Damon Hill, who's in the arrows, and same place as last lap, skipping on the end of lap 4 going to lap 5, and we are right behind Damon Hill, go through turn 1, and now we're going to try the same move on Damon Hill. Yes, we do, we go straight up the inside there, Hill leaves us the room, and we take that position. Michael Schumacher setting the fastest lap of a 1 minute 5.7, so only a tenth faster than us, so we do seem to have to pace this race, and now skipping onto lap 7, and as you can see, I've just gone purple, and I've done a 1 minute 5.2, so the Jordan does have the pace, and it does seem like the qualifying thing was just a one-off glitch, and in the race it seemed to have balanced itself out, and that seems to be quite a let off for us. And as you see, someone's gone off wide here. There's loads of dust up ahead, and who's it that's gone off? It's Frentzen, the championship leader. Heinz-Harald Frenzen's gone off the track, and we're going to take 6th place from him on lap number 8. And Frentzen there, the AR making a mistake, which is rare to see. And yeah, nothing you don't see every day. But skipping on to lap 12, and as you can see, we are ready for our pit stop as we make our way into the pits. And this is a really tight pit lane, as you can see. All the pit boxes really close together, and here we are coming into the pit box. We hold up one of the McLarens, I think it's Hakkinen there, so that'll do us good hopefully in the future. 3.7 pit stop from the boys, so standard stuff there, and we're going to see where we rejoin on track. I believe we're on the prime tyres at the moment, whereas a couple of others have gone on the softs, or the softer compound tyres shall we say, and we rejoin 8th with a bit of clear air, so all good at the moment, and we're going to see if we can try and hunt down Mika Hakkinen in the McLaren. And here we are then, we finally caught up to the back of him, skipping on to lap 16, or going on to lap 17 shall we say, and Mika Hakkinen has been held up by my teammate Ralf Schumacher, and we're all over the back of him now. Now we're going to go up the inside of turn 2, yes we do once again, and that seems to be the move of the day so far, that particular overtake, and that overtake is really working wonders for me at the moment as we make, we're starting to make some way now, and we're up to 5th place, and then once again skipping on to lap 19, and we're all over the back of my teammate, and once again we're going to go for the dive bomb up the inside of turn 2, and we are up into the podium position because I believe someone pitted in that little break, someone pitted, so we are now in the podium spot starting from last on the grid, and that is brilliant for us to see. And now skipping onto lap 24, and we've had warning that the rain will be coming soon, so I've decided to pit in earlier than my requested stop, which was lap 26, and I'm going to go on a set of options to try and drag it out and to maybe undercut a couple of people, and we're going to see if this does pay off. And we're going to see now once again 3.7 pit stop from the boys. We're going to see where we rejoin on track. We're currently in 8th place. Will we lose another position? No, we do not. We stay in 8th place. So once again we've got a little bit of clear air. We're going to try and set some purple laps and try and hunt down some people. And now skipping on to lap 29, as you can see, I've caught up to the Eddie Irvine who's in 2nd, and we've got loads of traffic, and it's starting to rain on track. So it's all happening here in the Argentinian Grand Prix with 9 laps to go, and as you can see, I'm trying to hunt down Eddie Irvine really hard, and we are all over him at the minute, and we might try and line up our famous and favourite turn 2 overtake as we go through turn 1, hitting the apex nicely there. Don't let the car get too much ball spin, and here we go then up the inside of turn 2, bit of a lock up. Jarno Trulli and Minardi's parking on the apex, but he manages to move out of the way, and I think we hit him somehow because the driver put his hand up in the air, but that is us up into 2nd place, and what a comeback drive this has been this race. And now skipping on to lap 34, and as you can see, it's absolutely chucking it down. And with the storm mod, obviously, like what happened in Brazil, it makes the rain look worse than what it is, but it does feel like the car is slipping, and it's getting a little bit slippery out there, so we're going to come in for the intermediate tyres, and we're going to see with 4 laps to go, or 5 laps to go, can we make any inroads on Jack Villeneuve, who is the race leader. And will the AI pit? That's the question, because AI don't seem to pit when there's a couple of laps to go for wet tyres. So we're going to rejoin the track in, what position is this? I didn't say we got cut off there, but nevertheless, we are now on lap 35, and as you can see, we're still in 3rd place, and there's a car there in the pits, and I believe that's Eddie Irvine, I'm going to say. Yes, it is, it's Eddie Irvine, so we're back up into 2nd position, and with 3 laps to go, we're still 27 seconds behind Jack Villeneuve, so not great. It's still absolutely chucking it down like a monsoon here at Brands Hatch, and that's a car ahead of us, and I think that, yeah, that is Jack Villeneuve, because he is now 5.2 ahead of us, so that's Jack Villeneuve who's just come out ahead of us, and we haven't been able to make the jump on him, and I think now with the rain coming down, that's pretty much going to seal our fate in terms of our finishing position, because in the rain we're nowhere near as good as the AI. So here we are then, coming out the final corner, and we're going to come over in a massive 2nd place for the Argentinian Grand Prix. and that right there is a massive result for me and the team, and that is some much needed points, and a really good recovery considering we qualified right at the back of the grid. And as you can see, it was Jack Villeneuve in the race with myself in second and Eddie Irvine rounding out the podium with my teammate Ralf Schumacher down there in 6th, and Michael Schumacher actually surprisingly DNFing, so Schumacher's dropped out of the top 10 there, so that's more points dropped for Ferrari and more points that us Jordan gain on Ferrari. So good result all round for us, and we're going to see what that means for the Drivers' Championship. And as you can see, we are 16 points behind Heinz-Harald Frentzen with Jack Villeneuve in 2nd place, who's half the deficit that I have behind his teammate. And then Mika Häkkinen, they're still in 4th place for the McLaren Mercedes team, so doing a good job so far. My teammate Ralf down in 8th place, and now skipping onto the Constructors, and we are still in 2nd place, 4 points ahead of McLaren, and we are 11 points ahead of Ferrari, so we're keeping the gap, and we're going to see if we can hold on to that 2nd place in the Constructors, and maybe later on challenge for 1st place. But nevertheless, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of the 1997 mod career. This was the Argentinian Grand Prix. If you liked it, please leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys for more F1 content. So from me, goodbye.